Leith Ramage.
Hi, I'm Leith Ramage. I'm not like other men. I have a vagina. I saw that it's a vine, and I saw it and I was like, big trans mood. So, I wrote my stuff this morning, so if I'm a bit sketchy, that is why, because I left everything to the last minute, and this stand-up contains nothing of the material I've been working on for months, so I was just like, no, I'm gonna start again, it's all bad. So, let's get started. So recently I've just been feeling like really down in the dumps, which isn't usual for me. I'm usually quite energetic. I think either my depression is coming back or possibly I'm constipated. Because you know when you're like, oh, the abyss is gonna take me again. Life is terrible. And then you just have like the best BM. And you're like, oh, I'm okay now, I'm fine. I was just leaning on toxic shock syndrome and now I'm gonna be okay. But no, this time it just doesn't seem to be elevating. My brother thinks I might have the mumps, but I think I'm having an existential crisis. So I decided I needed something in my life, something more than my current hobby, something that's more community-based. So I decided, do what the modern man who needs something more in their life does, and join a cult. I was gonna do aqua aerobics, but the old ladies laughed at me last time, so this one seems safer. So I went through a few. I got rid of the anti-Semitic conspiracy theory cults. I got rid of the blood cults, and I got rid of the religious cults, and I got rid of the doomsday cults, and I was kind of left with 3. So first of all, I was like, Freemasons, it's a lads club, we're gonna have a great time. Lots with the knee and the nipple. It's like a party cult, I thought. Anyway, so the meeting was fine. It was mostly boring. If I remember correctly, very little masonry actually occurred. I don't remember doing any. I was like, I brought my chisel. And they were like, no, we just all show each other our nipples. And I was like, well, I could have done that at home. And I didn't get any numbers. I was just like, ugh. That was just massive failure. And also the next morning it turned out they signed me up for a very high interest payday loan. That's a bust. So I was like, okay, next one. I'll go with something that I know a little bit more about. I'm going to go with Scientology. Because everybody knows what Scientology is about. You pay Tom Cruise a certain amount every month and he fights the aliens for you. But if you stop paying him, you have to fight the aliens yourself. So I thought I'd go along, just see what it was about. And it turns out they want you to do personality tests. And like personal introspection. I was like, if I wanted to give out personal, like intimate personal issues, I would just tweet them like anybody else. So Scientology was not for me. There wasn't enough science. There was too much introspection. It felt too much like therapy. So I was just like, let's go with the big guns. Illuminati. I mean, basically the other two are basically like my backup cults. Because Illuminati are like the popular kids at the school. They're like, oh yeah, everything in society is controlled by us. Not just little things, everything. I was like, yeah, I'll go with these guys. I did not get in. They weren't happy with me, and I actually responded to my application. So I'm going to read that for you now. This definitely isn't just a way for me not to have to know my script. Okay. Just gonna... There it is. It's a long one. They definitely wrote to me in purple marker pen. Dear Leith Ramage, we have received your request to join our ranks. However, at this time, we feel like you would not fit in well with the synergy of the group. There are several reasons working against you. 1, you are not a lizard and cannot transform into one. They got me there. I'm not going to claim anything I'm not. 2, you have ties to our sworn enemies, the Freemasons. That's not fair, I just went there for dick. I didn't even get any. And finally, reason 3. You have absolutely no social capital or influence. You sit at home in your underwear eating soup and talking to your cats. You're a substandard comedian. And you're stupid enough to make up stories about joining a cult in order to get strangers to laugh at you. This is not the kind of person we want representing the Illuminati at this time. Bitch, they see everything. No one else knows about my secret soup parties. So, you know, the Illuminati can't get me down. They can't get me down because I'm a juggernaut of confidence. I was born with, like, two things. One, a natural ability to succeed at everything I try, and two, I'm humble. But when I was in my 20s, I was having a really low patch because people kept mistaking me for a homeless person. Like, it happened like 3 separate times, and I was just like, I get the message, universe. People don't like me or want me around. So I created my own system of self-care. It's a radical self-care system, and it's called the Jort system. So there's J, just get some jorts. I want you to either go out and buy pre-made jorts, or if you're feeling a little bit fancy, get your favorite jeans and just cut those bad boys off. Because then they retain all the memories of the jeans. So, O is own your jorts. Wear them everywhere you go. Don't just have them as a part of your wardrobe. Become the jorts guy. Turn all of your trousers into jorts. Because, you know, you gotta really commit to the role. And then there's R, reevaluate your connection to your physical appearance. We're getting metaphysical now. I want you to notice the fact that maybe when you first started wearing the jorts, everyone was like, what's with the jorts, you crazy jorts man? Or jorts person, I don't know. Everyone can do this, it's not just for men, obviously. So everyone will be like, oh, you're wearing jorts, that's so weird, that's so socially unacceptable, and yet so interesting. And then eventually, as the months and years go by, you'll realize that even though you're wearing jorts, possibly the worst item of clothing you could possibly be wearing, people still like have to treat you like a human being because of the social contract. And you're like, maybe because I'm wearing the jorts, and they can't look at what I'm wearing, they have to see the me inside. You know? I'm like transcending spatial boundaries by making myself impossible to look at seriously. And that's how you learn to love yourself, using the Jort system. But alas, fair reader, even the Jort system couldn't save me from my deep ennui. I was still bored, still like unfulfilled, just didn't have any motivation, so I was just sitting at home watching kids' films. Because everybody loves kids' films, they're relaxing and they're cool, and they all have such interesting premises. Like, what if puppies could talk? Aww! What if robots could fall in love? What if metal hell demons roamed the scorched earth, pretending everything was normal with their petty lives? That's right, we're going to talk about Disney Pixar's Cars. I have some fucking questions about Disney Pixar's Cars.
Why does it exist?
I don't like it. I don't like to look at it or think about it, but today I'm like, do they get life insurance or car insurance? Can you be a homeless car? Do you just park on the side of the road? If they eat petrol, why do they have teeth? They thought that I wouldn't notice that in the end credits of Monsters, Inc., they have Rex as 3 stories high, okay? But we also know in Monsters, Inc., the bugs are, like, scaled to the monsters because they use the same set of the trailer with the Pizza Express van as they do in the movie Bugs Life. But then, in the second Toy Story movie, you see the bugs in the end credits, and they're to scale with the toys as if the toys were human. So the scaling doesn't work. And then I started to look into it a little bit deeper. And I learned about the Pixar multiverse theory. And about the cultural and spiritual elements brought in by Brave, but also the physical elements and the use of science from WALL-E. And I began to create a clear picture. And what I've concluded is Woody is God. And we, our universe, it is just the snake in his boot. And then finally I realized I was naked, lying on my sofa. I drank 2 pints of coffee and I was just watching sped up Pixar movies on mute. And I had 63 missed calls on my phone, and I realized that I'd done it. I had made, and therefore joined, my own cult. It's so simple because you only need 3 things for a cult. I looked it up. First, you need an enigmatic and sexually ambiguous leader. Me. Then, you need a uniform, something that unites all of you. jorts. And finally, you need a uniting belief or ideology. I put forward, Woody is God, Lightning McQueen is the devil, and I have been Leith Ramage. Thank you very much.